I have a fascination for human talent and how it's developed and how it expresses itself across any number of different things. That's the thing that really motivates me about education. As chair of the board, my first priority is to just try to lead an effective board. And what that really means, having served on many boards in the past and presently, that means being able as a board to add value for the executive teams and the entire teams of personnel who are actually operating the institutions every day. It has brought countless tens of thousands, if not hundreds, probably hundreds of thousands of people to Arizona over time. Then you have the incredible power of advancing the education of our citizenry, along with the incredible power of advancing our knowledge through our research enterprises in these universities, which has an immediate impact on our economic development potential as a state, not only our university system, but also our entire K-12 system. A lot of very, very serious challenges right now with a rapidly changing economic environment and a globally competitive economic environment that's going to have very harsh outcomes for a lot of people who are not given the benefit of a great education. For Arizona to really solve its challenges in education, there has to be a comprehensive strategy that involves both higher ed and K-12, and that the leadership of the state has to buy into that strategy, and then we can make the lift we have to make here. None of these measures that are in place for the university system can be met over time without a strong K-12 pipeline producing a large number of well-prepared high school graduates to enter the system. So this really is all one piece if we're going to imagine any kind of successful scenario for our state. I became interested in education more and more intensely as my own family continued to grow. It dawned on me that our state was in pretty serious trouble around its educational system and the way that it was structured and the way that it was being perceived by parents. And so I started working in it, I guess, probably about 20 years ago now. And our core ethos, our core philosophy about education is that the acquisition of knowledge and understanding and computational ability and all those things is all extremely important, but it only really takes on its full force and its full potential and power when it happens in the context of the formation of a human being. I love music. I really like Taylor Swift. My kids don't like her as much as I do. I spend a lot of time listening to music. I love poetry. I spend a lot of time reading poetry and going back to poetry that I've known for a long time, but I maybe didn't interpret in the same light that I might today. The great line, I think Ulysses was probably Tennyson's greatest poem, and I think the greatest line in that poem is "one equal temper of heroic hearts." I think there's great magic in that line for our time. You know, we live in a time that's very focused on equality, and it seems to be receding from our grasp, the equality that has always been an American aspiration.